Hey everyone, I'm Elloise and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna give you a hug right now. I feel like it's been a little while since we did this. I have a shitload of tea to spill. That's what this video is all about. I'm gonna update you on my entire life. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna talk about how I quit my job and also I'm talking to a girl. Okay, now that you're listening, so much has changed. It's just been a fucking roller coaster. I don't know how else to put that. A lot of good things have happened towards the end of this 3-month thing. I'm trying to trust the universe with this, but also I am terrified that it just keeps giving me good things and that something bad is gonna end up happening. The very first thing that I did after my last tea video was Sydney Mardi Gras. It's like Pride Parade, but in Sydney. Me, my sister, and 2 other friends went. We stayed in an Airbnb. We watched the parade. We went and got a little bit tipsy afterwards. My good friend Jade, bless her soul, she braided my hair with like rainbow string. Is that the word? It looked so cool. I felt so good in that. When I see the parade for the first time, I always get a little bit emotional and like, I don't know, teary and weird in my chest. The atmosphere, it just feels so safe, supportive, accepted, and everyone's just so loving. I don't know. I want to talk about how life has really changed in the last 3 months. About the middle of March, I started feeling really uncomfortable due to my underlying condition. I have severe chronic asthma. I ended up asking my work if it was okay if I was to work from home. I actually went to my allergy specialist. I was like, hey, you know, I've got this problem and I'm getting really worried if I was to get coronavirus, like I'm gonna fucking die, like what do I do? And we ended up making a plan up for me, which made me feel a ton better. I started working from home in March. I started walking the dogs every afternoon. They ended up realizing that it was a routine and they ended up being really excited to just go on a walk every afternoon. So before I started working from home, I was traveling 2 hours one way on the train to go to Sydney to work, 4-hour train rides a day. What I did as soon as I started working from home was sleep in. I literally slept in till 8:45 every day for a good couple of weeks. I sleep about 9 hours. 9-10 hours is where I'm really comfortable, and it's just really great to know that that's what my body needs and I can work with that now. I also started growing my leg hair out. I thought it was a fun idea to just experiment and see how I felt about it. I've seen a couple other women do it on Instagram. I just wasn't sure how I would feel doing it, but I did it anyway. The first like 4 weeks, it was really tough. It was really hard to look down at my legs and like accept that the hair was there, because I've been told my entire life that, you know, women don't have hair on their legs. If they do, it's gross, it's dirty, it's manly. Then I started getting used to it and it became really soft as well. It's like when you shave all the time, you like gotta shave every couple of days because it gets spiky and uncomfortable, but it was surprisingly really soft. So I kept that for a good 3 months, which is a heck of a lot of time. I then dyed my legs hairs purple. If you want to click that card and watch that video, that was really fun. After that, I ended up shaving my legs. 10 out of 10 would be comfortable doing it again. I'm not comfortable enough to wear it out in public. It's a step closer to being comfortable in my body, because women grow hair on their legs. So with being locked in the house, I needed my little dopamine fix, and I actually found that through collecting Pokemon games. I've started collecting old school Pokemon Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games. I had some before, but now I have like an actual collection. I love Pokemon. It's something I've always wanted to do, and now I finally have a collection. I still have a shit ton more to collect. I also filmed a handful of videos at the very start of lockdown. I couldn't edit them because of the way my routine changed. I was not prepared to start working from home and then lose all of my editing time. I used to edit on the train, so I'd have 4 hours a day to edit and do whatever I want, and that was all taken away from me. And I ended up sleeping in and then starting work straight away. So then I only had a little bit of afternoon time. I was walking the dogs and spending time with my family. So I don't regret that. It's just I didn't expect that I would miss out on editing, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. Something really good that happened was I came in contact with Wear It Purple, which is a non-for-profit organization. Essentially, Wear It Purple is a day that happens every year where you wear purple clothes to support LGBT youth. They asked me to be an ambassador, and I was like, yes, oh my god, like my personal values match their values, and it just seemed like, I don't know how the universe lines that up, but thank you. It's all volunteer. So if you see me talking about some Wear It Purple things on social media in my videos, that's why I'm so excited to work with them. I took some photos in my purple shirt. I just kind of wanted to drop this in here that like I was really proud. Like it looked professional and I edited it as well. I took it all myself. Whilst we're on that topic, at the end of this month, August, I'm going to go to a school in Sydney and speak to kids, which is crazy. It terrifies me, but it's something that I've known deep down that I've always wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to share my story in some sort of presentation format. I'm nervous and so excited. Okay, so I started talking about what it would mean if I was to resign from my job. I've known that I've wanted to move on from that job and still do graphic design. I do design. I know that it's my time to move on to somewhere else to further my career, but also I knew that with this current global situation, it was finally my chance to do a couple of my own projects. I was tossing up whether I could do that or I couldn't do that, if it was a good idea, if it was stupid to resign from your job in a global pandemic. Yeah, I just kept thinking about it for a little bit. By, I think maybe June-ish, finally, after months of being locked away here, I went to a friend's place with a couple of other friends and we had dinner. We played some card games. We all kind of got a little bit dressed up, even though we were just gonna be inside, which was really fun. It just felt so good to be outside. We got a new puppy. His name is Arlo. He's so cute. He's a Jack Russell cross Foxy. I think he's about 3 months old. We're just training him now to walk with a lead. He came on a walk with me and mum today. So cute. He's just so cute. Okay, so I told you at the start of this video that I started talking to a girl. That's been really fun and also terrifying at the same time. I think because, let's be real, I went through a lot of trauma recently. I know that my guards are so high. That kind of scared me a little bit at first, but I am learning to lower them and I'm comfortable lowering them, and I've kind of learned a lot about myself in such a small amount of time, which is so good. I've been able to write down, I have this list of all my biggest insecurities, which are not like I'm insecure about my eyebrows, not that kind of thing, like relationship insecurities, I guess you could say. I've been able to write those down, and I don't think I would have been able to realize what they were until I started talking to someone again. I just wanted to update you guys on that, I guess. It's cool, and I'm sure I will talk about it more in the future. So now we're up to the point where I decided that what I wanted to do was actually resign from my job. I was so terrified to do this. I believed in myself and what I was doing. I was confident in the decision that resigning would be the right thing for me and what I wanted, but with society's pressure to hold a job, work 9 to 5 for your entire life, that pressure scared the shit out of me. Sometimes you've got to listen to your intuition and your gut, and I just did it, man. I just took the leap. So what am I doing now that I don't have a job? I am back on YouTube to begin with. I have time to edit and film videos like I'm doing right now, which is something that I definitely knew I was going to do when I finished up working. I also have 2 other projects that I'm working on, not YouTube related. I do plan on going back to working, but I want to work part-time so that I can do these 3 projects on the side. I'm not rushing myself to get another job. Like, I'm not searching to get another job because I know financially I can survive without a job and doing the things that I want to do for a little while. I planned all that out. I worked so hard to be able to be in this position, and I'm very grateful, and I acknowledge my privilege that I can do this, especially in a pandemic. I understand that what I'm doing right now is not normal. People don't leave their jobs in this kind of situation, but I know that there's these things that I need to do. There's these opportunities calling, and I couldn't do that if I stayed in the same place. I think that this needs to be a whole video in itself talking about this, but yeah. So the last 2 weeks I have not been working. It's been different. I actually spent one of the weeks sick. This is like one of the last things on my list. I came down with a fever. I started freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so sick. I literally thought I've got coronavirus and I'm gonna die because of my lungs. Like, I'm gonna die. Like, I've got 18 days to live. But thankfully, I only had a fever for one night. I ended up developing a rash like all over my chest and my back and on my face as well. That went away and I got tested. It came back negative, so I don't have coronavirus. I definitely had some sort of other virus because of the rash and the symptoms. I got the flu shot like maybe 4 weeks ago. I think that is what helped it not last very long. So what's coming up for me is I'm actually going to go walking with one of my friends tomorrow. We're gonna take the dogs. I haven't seen her for ages, so that's gonna be really nice. I'm going camping soon with my family. I feel like in every tea video I update you on my teeth. If you're new, I have Invisalign. They're on right now. You probably cannot tell. That's like the whole point. So I'm getting a retainer because they're done moving. Please update me on your lives. How have you been? I know it's been a long time. I have missed you a lot. As soon as I uploaded this video, I realized how much I just missed this process, the filming, the talking to you guys, the editing. But yeah, I really hope you're well. If you enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. By the way, we're at 17,000 subscribers. If you aren't one of them, you can join below. Again, I just appreciate you guys so much, and to be able to have connected with that many people is insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go have dinner. I hope you guys have a nice day or night and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Oh my gosh, thank you for being here for such a long time, and I'm wishing you the best on your journey to finding your wife. In my last video, I took a love language quiz. If you haven't watched that, you can click this card right now and go and check it out.